What am I doing? Hey guys, it's Blair, and today I thought that I would do the concert tag. And I kind of decided this because concerts are like a really big part of my life, and so is music. So yeah. So I have the questions on my phone, and I'm just gonna start answering them, which I think is a good way to go. Yeah, sounds good. Okay, so question number one. How many concerts have you been to? This year, I've been to 88 concerts so far, counting the one I'm going to tonight, and it's December 29th, so like 88. Like 88. What am I doing? And you're probably thinking that is a lot of money to spend on concerts, but a lot of the shows I go to are very local shows, so usually the price range is between like $5 and $10, most being like 15, as well as I go to a lot of pay what you can shows. But I would put myself at about probably 100 shows since I started going to concerts when I was in grade 9, now that I'm at 88. So yeah. Okay, number 2, which artist band have you seen the most live? This is really hard to answer because I am really bad at like writing down which bands I've seen, and I see a lot of bands multiple times. So I've seen CUA 6 or 7 times. I've seen mostly local bands I see a lot of times. So the band I'm seeing tonight, I think I've seen them like 7 times since the beginning of the summer. Yeah. But I really like them, and they're called Garbagio, and I'm gonna actually link them below so you guys can check them out. But they're on a 4-day tour, and tonight's the 3rd night of the tour in Toronto, and I cannot wait, like, so excited. So yeah. The first concert I went to, this is like my favorite conversation starter, but the first concert I ever went to was Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus, Best of Both Worlds tour. But if we're talking like first concert that I picked to go to and like I was into alternative music, it was Yellow Card and All Time Low at the Sound Academy, which is now Rebel Entertainment in Toronto. And my mom took me in the middle of the winter, and that was my first like alternative show. But yeah, Hannah Montana, it's sick. I love life. What is the last concert you went to? Last night I went to a concert at D Bistro, which is this local vegan cafe DIY venue, and Jeff Rosenstock played a show there with an acoustic set with a bunch of other local acoustic artists. It was really last minute because he just put out a tweet on Twitter that was like, Toronto, I want to play a house show, and then we all worked really hard together to like find a space that he could play so that we could all see him live. And oh my god, I've never seen so many people packed into that space, but it was sick, so worth it. What is your next concert? Tonight I'm going to see Garbagio on their tour, and then after that my next concert is technically January 2nd, which will be my first concert of 2017, and I'm going to be seeing Romancer and some other local bands at the Central. What is the farthest you've traveled to go to a concert? The farthest I've ever gone is Rochester, New York for Brand New and Modern Baseball in October, and I drove there during reading week with 2 friends. That was an adventure. Best opening act you've seen? Opening acts. Okay, this is really hard because like usually the opening acts are local bands, and because I support my local scene like so much, like it's really hard. Oh my god, like I don't even know at this point. What's one thing you have to bring to a concert? Okay, so I have like 3 things that I kind of bring with me. So the first is this Power Ups Club portable charger, and it doubles as a flashlight, which is like super helpful when you're at shows. And I've had this since 2015 Riot Fest, and it still lasted, which that's when you know it's a good portable charger. Earplugs, like I have this little case for mine, so important if you go to a lot of shows, especially if you're like you're close to the stage, like your hearing just like suffers. Like for a year I didn't wear earplugs and my hearing suffered. So have you ever caught a guitar pick, drumstick, got a set list, etc.? Alright, let's go through this. I have part of a drumstick and then 2 full ones. I can't even tell you what shows they're from anymore because I didn't like write on them or anything. Pretty sure that this is from Cancer Bats. Like 99.9% sure. So I mean, that's cool. In terms of picks, all right, let's do this. I have like a bunch. So this is the first pick I ever got at a show, and it's an Atlas Genius pick. Is a Rarity pick from when Zach Patterson was playing in Rarity, and they all got like personalized picks. The Flatliners, like Pacific, I got this on their most recent Distance Like You Asked tour. This is a Paris pick. The Somerset, Part 1. The Somerset, Part 2. Hands Like Houses was a really good show, and I'm super pumped that I got that. It's Jack's from All Time Lows pick. So yeah, that's super cool. And then if we go on to set lists, there are a few. Like, okay, so this is the Jeff Rosenstock set list from last night. This is the Boston Manor set list from their tour, from the Distance Like You Asked tour. Silverstein from Stay Warm Fest. Echo Pop from their headliner at the Hard Luck Bar in 2015. Seaway's set list from a Hamilton show this summer with Rarity. This is the Seaway set list from the Holiday Shaker, and they played Sabrina last. And they said they were retiring it, so if that happens, like, I'm super happy about that. It's Rarity's set list from Stay Warm 2016. This one's my most prized possession. It's the Hawthorne Heights tour, and it's the If Only You Were Lonely 10 Years, so they played the entire album. And then they played 2 new songs, like, how grand, and I got it signed, so yeah. Bayside. Then I have the Modern Baseball tour set list from Rochester when I went to see Brand New. I have the day sheet from the Seaway last day of their tour this summer. Favorite concert venue. So for local venues, I really like Soy Bomb. I think it's a great place. It's definitely like one of the most interesting places I've been to shows. Like, I don't know, seeing people play in the middle of a half pipe, not something you see every day. Least favorite venue. Like the Air Canada Centre. Very big venues, I'm not into it. Who do you enjoy going to concerts with? I generally go with like my concert crew, which for all intensive purposes kind of is like my friend JC, and then her friend Kira, and then my friend Raph. I go to like a lot of my local shows and like emo shows with, and then my friend Lillian goes to a lot of like the pop punk stuff with me, so does JC. Lane's more into like Tiger's Jaw, so we go into like Tiger's Jaw, Somos, stuff like that. Have you been to multiple dates for one tour? Yes. There was a time this summer when I went to 3 shows in a row, had a break, and then went to 3 more shows. So I usually try to like break it up. Craziest concert experience, probably the $5 tour Real Friends last year. Safe to Say and Movements opened, which was really cool. And I actually like missed my streetcar home. I missed 4 streetcars home because I was talking to Dan from Real Friends and this other girl there. And that girl, her name is Heidi, her mom and her gave me a ride home after knowing me for 5 minutes. Like, they gave me a ride to the subway station, which was really nice of them. So yeah, probably that. Okay, well, that was the concert tag. I will be putting the questions below in the description. I hope that you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to, comment below maybe, share with your friends, and really important, support your local scene.